Community Hotline is made possible with generous support by the Mount Hood Cable Regulatory Commission. The Mount Hood Cable Regulatory Commission advocates on behalf of the public interest on communications policy issues at the local, state, and federal levels.
Hi, and welcome back to Community Hotline. I'm Monica Weitzel. We're here in Gresham at MetroEast Community Media, and now we're going to be talking with the original Gresham Farmers Market. Here representing the market, we have John Berlin, who is the manager. Thanks for being here, John.
Thank you.
And Marietta Easley, you are one of the vendors at the market, and you are with Slice of Heaven. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay. And I want to talk to you about your experience at the market, but John, maybe you could start out telling us a little bit about the history of the farmers market. Like, how long has it been around, and where it's located, and that kind of thing.
Okay, the market was developed for the need of Gresham at that time. There were, in 1986, there were several berry farms in this area, and they needed an outlet, to sell their products to the public. And so they got together and created it. It was, first market was downtown, not the downtown site now, but where the police station is now in that area. Yeah. The market bounced around for several years. They couldn't quite find a home. And in 1999, they finally found their home on 3rd and Miller. We've been there ever since. It's a wonderful fit for us. We really enjoy being downtown. And it's just a beautiful place to be.
It's a really nice farmers market, I have to say that. And farmers markets are so popular right now. I mean, there are lots of them out there, but the Gresham Farmers Market is particularly nice. And one thing I really appreciated about it is that the business owners in the community in downtown Gresham really seem to support it. I mean, they think it's a really good thing, and that, I'm sure, was part of the problem of finding a location. It's like finding other businesses around you that are going to support what you do. It's
a symbiotic relationship. They are helping us, and we are helping them. Every Saturday, we bring up to 3,000 people into the area, and they don't just stop at our farmers market. They go down to Cafe Delirium or whatever downtown. Right. And there's so many neat new stores and places that have opened. It works out that way, where they could come see us and maybe go have dinner there, or buy some clothes at the vintage shop and come have a gyro at our place. So it works out wonderful.
That's great. That's great. And it's a good location. It's right in the center of everything. So when there are other events going on, if it happens to be on a Saturday, you're still there.
Right.
Like when the Gresham Arts Festival happens, sometimes you've moved a little bit over to accommodate them, but they encompass that into the event.
Right. We move twice a year. Once is for the car show, and we move to the East Hill parking lot.
Okay.
And then the other one is the art show that you just mentioned, and it looks permanently like we're going to be on 2nd Street that leads all the way to the park.
Okay.
And that's where we're going to be, and we're going to have our vendors this year in the park.
This is East or Main City Park, you're talking
right.
about. Yeah.
And we'll have our vendors in the park there, so the people then could relax and sit on the grass and eat and do all the cool things that they're going to do.
Yeah. I think farmers markets have come a long way from just being farmers markets. There's a lot more, and I want you to think about that, all the other things that they have to offer besides just like fresh produce. But I want to ask Marietta about your experience. So you're a vendor there now. How did you happen to come to the Gresham Farmers Market?
Okay, yeah, so my husband and I own Slice of Heaven Farm. We're up in Sandy, so not that far away. We actually moved our farm across the country and got here in 2014.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did you come from?
Louisiana.
Wow,
that's
a long move.
Yes. And so we knew we were going to start our farm again, and we wanted to check out. We checked out markets actually everywhere: Portland, Sandy, Gresham, and we really liked the size of the Gresham market and its proximity to us. we considered doing some Portland markets, but we thought we really want to stay, you know, closer to home. Our goal is really to feed people in our immediate community, so like Sandy, Gresham, up the mountain a little bit. So yeah, this will be our 3rd year in the market.
And what kinds of things what kinds of items do you bring to the market? What do you have on your farm?
So we grow seasonal vegetables. We pretty much do A to Z, arugula to zucchini. Whatever's in season. We grow everything sustainably using organic practices.
Good.
And
which is a big thing now. I mean, and it's a great thing that people are finally appreciating the importance of that. So
yeah. We also bring free-range eggs, and then I do some value-added products like pickles and sauces, and then we make homemade granola too.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
And so all those things are welcome for selling at the farmers market. Yeah. So instead of, you know, it's not just like you said, the arugula to the zucchini. It's other things that you make from your products, or like the eggs and the granola and that kind of thing. So you must take up a little more space than you did when you first showed up there, huh?
So our first year, we were just kind of getting used to Oregon. It's quite different from Louisiana.
Yes, I'm sure that was really tough.
So we had 1 booth. Now we're up to kind of 3-ish tents. Might do 4 this year. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, we have a bigger spread. Yeah. And we do a CSA as well.
Oh, you do? Okay.
And so a lot of our members come pick up at the Gresham market, which is really neat because they can get all their other stuff at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
And I suppose that would be a good way to test something out too. Like if you were thinking about being part of a CSA, which for those who don't know what that is, it's what does that stand for? Community
supported agriculture.
Supported agriculture. So you get deliveries, either you pick it up or it's delivered
a box
certain
of
amount every week or whatever you sign up for. So if somebody wanted to do that, but maybe they didn't know if your farm had really good stuff that they would like, you know, they could come to the farmers market, check it out, maybe the next year sign up for a CSA.
Exactly. Right? Yeah.
So how's your experience been? I mean, how do you feel about working with this guy and other people at the farmers market?
We love the Gresham market. It's actually our bread and butter market. It's our money-making market. And like I said,
so you actually make money on this.
We do.
Yes.
Like I said, we could have gone to Portland, but we chose Gresham to stay closer, and it's been successful for us. I actually really like that the market has really high standards for vendors. We have just great quality across the board.
Yeah. When I've been to the market,
not all markets are like that, and so that to us was really important because we produce a high quality product and wanted to be among other vendors where the market has a reputation for that.
Good. You brought some pictures, and I think we should take a look at those that really give a little just a taste of all the things that are available at the market.
Sure.
So let's take a look at those if we can.
That's some of our veggies.
Is that some of yours?
Yes.
Okay, so this is from Slice of Heaven Farm.
Your little girl.
So what do we have? Oh, is that?
That's my daughter.
Oh my goodness. Oh, how cute. So in flowers too? Are those? Those are actually
edible brassica blossoms.
Okay.
So you can put them on salad.
Oh, pretty nice. Oh yeah. What is this in the front though? What are those?
Those are turnips.
Oh, those were turnips.
Yeah.
Okay. And so this one I thought was interesting because there's prepared food. I mean that you can.
Right. We have several prepared food vendors. The farmhouse, which was a favorite. There's several favorites, but this is one. They actually make salads. Buy some fresh vegetables from the market and make salads.
Oh, nice.
And grilled cheese, which was just a hot item. I couldn't believe it. Caesar salad and seasoned greens.
I think I eat that every day.
We're always open to new and really cool because we do want to have kind of an area where people say, hey, let's go not only to the market, to see her or to buy shop, to come and
just
eat.
Have lunch,
right?
Whatever. Yeah.
Right.
What are the hours you're open?
8:30 to 2.
8:30 to 2. So you can have
every
breakfast.
Saturday.
Yeah, breakfast and lunch. That's good.
Oh, those are, it's Packer pies, and they are a wonderful baker. Oh, I just enjoy having them. I have a problem with them because I eat too many of their cookies.
So are these berries that are grown, and apples and things that are grown locally?
This is their own orchard, and they create their own pies. They have jams, jellies. They bring fresh fruit, and they have the most wonderful cookies. Just 30 different varieties. arborvitaes.
Oh, that looks good. I like the little individual ones there too. That's great. And flowers. You have, beautiful flower arrangements and.
We have 2 flower vendors. Both of them, I actually worked at somewhere else with one of them, as I didn't even know he was a flower vendor. Yeah.
Oh, really? How funny.
I worked at a major bank in the area, and I come up and see him there, and I go, "What are you doing here?" He goes, "What are you doing here?" So he's been there a long time. So we're lucky to have these. These guys have their own fields. They grow their own flowers, so their flowers are picked fresh.
They're going to be fresh.
That morning, they're rushing them in. Sometimes he has to drive off if we're busy, like Mother's Day or other,
To go take care of other orders.
He runs to the fields, picks them, and brings them in. So they're coming in buckets. No, you can't. And that's why these bouquets will last a lot longer than the ones you're buying from the florist. And you're helping a farm out at the same time.
Well, that's something to keep in mind. You are helping out, it's helping the local economy.
It is. It's staying right here.
Nut butters, yum.
Oh, okay, so this is Bliss Nut Butters, a very popular product, a value-added product. People really enjoy them. My daughter loves them.
Yeah, I like that kind of thing too.
They're delicious. I buy 6 at one time box.
I feel it.
This is Leaning Star Wines, and we have a couple different wine people that come in.
The gal that designs those and whose winery that is has been on the show before.
Oh, she has.
So nice.
Through Large Country Artisans, I think it was. Yeah.
Star.
But Starlina Star, Simon. Yeah. Those look good. We have such great berries.
So
in
berry
this area.
season is so popular in our market. We have people that just during berry season, you'll just see flat after flat after flat going out.
Berries, especially, because those don't last very long. But when they come out, it's like,
they're the tastiest.
They're the best, yeah. Oh, that looks good.
Another farm cherries, fresh cherries.
I love just looking at the,
it's
and boxes of produce. I mean, it really is beautiful.
It paints a picture.
Yeah. And you know what? I think is really nice is families go to the farmers market, and I think it's really important for kids to see where food comes from. It's like, okay, you might like those French fries at McDonald's, but look, here's a potato that was grown in the ground. This is where your food comes from, and being able to show that you're supporting the local economy, and I think you probably get a lot of really good ideas for food when you go to the farmer's market. Do you ever have people ask you for how do you use this particular vegetable? Or
all the time. And in fact, kohlrabi, I don't know if you know what that is, but that is the vegetable that
it's ugly, isn't it?
It's ugly.
I mean, really
super tasty.
Sorry, kohlrabi, but it's
but we get asked all day. Every single person comes up and say, "How do you cook this?" or "How do you prepare this?"
Is it a root vegetable?
It is.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Kind of. I mean, so you can use it like a turnip or a,
it's actually
rutabaga or something like
really wonderful raw. A lot of people don't realize that, and I just use it. Scoop some hummus.
Oh yeah.
But that's one that is constantly we're being asked. What do you do with it?
So what are you looking for? We only have a few minutes more. I know you want more vendors. What else?
We're looking for a couple things. We want to make a call out to vendors. We are a little bit stricter than most markets.
That's okay.
You have to be grown or made here in the Northwest.
Good. That's good.
We are also making a call out for, since we're a nonprofit, call out for sponsorship. And they could get a hold of me at GreshamFarmersMarket.com or email me at manager@GreshamFarmersMarket.com if they're interested in helping us out.
Okay, so businesses maybe in the area who want to sponsor, they can get a hold of you. New vendors, old vendors who want to come back.
Yep.
Do you ever have like entertainment and that kind of thing there?
All the time. We have a balloon guy that just walks around. Sometimes we have a magician that just walks around. And we have music every Saturday.
Wow. So if somebody were interested in doing that too, they could
just contact me. Yes.
Right. And this farmers market it has a pretty long season, correct?
Oh, it does. Sometimes it feels like it's never going to end.
So is it May to October? Is that right?
Yeah, the first weekend, which is May
6th this year.
May 6th to October 28th. I'm going to say it's the last Saturday in October, all the way through.
That is a long season.
Yeah.
Right.
It sure is.
Well, we're out of time, but if people are interested, they can go to the website, they can go to your Facebook page, great, gorgeous pictures there to look at. They can check, come see you and check out Slice of Heaven and all the other booths and vendors that you have available there. And if they would like to become involved either as a vendor or a sponsor or as a musician or a performer, then give you a call. That's correct. Great. Thank you so much. Yeah, you bet.
Thank you very much.
I'm getting hungry just sitting here hearing about this, so don't go away. We have one more segment of Community Hotline coming up, and we'll be right back.
Hotline is made possible with generous support by the Mount Hood Cable Regulatory Commission. The Mount Hood Cable Regulatory Commission advocates on behalf of the public interest on communications policy issues at the local, state, and federal levels.
Lucky enough to be watching the channels at MetroEast Community Media.